All right, I am live. Got two people in the room. Let me make sure get my notifications turned down so I don't have a bunch of vibrating and ringing going on here. Cool. How's everybody doing? How about you? Damon, hello. Ashton, how about you? Country Caldwell, Lee, we're good. Thanks for asking. Steve, good to see you. Nick, Steve, stop chatting about forks and get busy live. I hear you. Upstate New York, Millen says, hey, Eric, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Big Red, how about you? Hey, Michael, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Yeah, Lee, had a great day today. Went to church this morning, then we did some stuff around the house, and it was awesome. Timothy, how about you, buddy? Richard, good to see you. Glad to see everybody popping in. Come and say hey, but have to, yeah, no problem, Cypress Blue. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Doing good? Down here in beautiful sunny Florida, we've got some excellent weather, and for the last couple of days. But then we're calling for rain all week this week. But other than that, we got some good weather. Temperatures have been bearable, so that's good. Exploring with Nate. How about you, buddy? Richard? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me and Budget Bills, we've done a collaboration together. That guy does some good work. Steve Green, -5. Holy whew, that's cold. That is cold. Damon's been very busy. Sambo, how about you? I've been good. Thank you. Timothy, will it start video? Lee, thanks so much for that. I appreciate that, buddy. That's very kind of you. Any more will it start videos? Yeah, Timothy, we've got a couple coming out. They're hard. We talked about this last live and then on that video. They're hard to come by, but we got one that's coming out soon, and then I'm actually working on another one. I'm just kind of trying to coordinate if this gentleman's going to let me come do it or not. Hey, Mark, good to see you. How about you, buddy? Thanks for coming over. Hey, from Chipley, Alpha Wolf says, thanks for popping in. The booming metropolis of Chipley, Florida. Keep on trucking, Outlaw Live. Great to see you. Love you. Appreciate it. Keep on trucking. The great West Virginia there, and then 46 in Mass. Travis Hoyt. Sorry, hey, I just started, Travis, so you're not late. Eric throws out a $5 super chat. Thanks, Eric. Lee and Eric, thank you so much for doing that. We appreciate it, buddy. Alex, good to see you, buddy. I always enjoy reading your comments. Thanks for coming in. Hidden Oaks Homestead. I've got my granddaughters just came in. That's why my dog's barking. Chip and Nicole, good to see you. Hopefully I don't do 2 hours tonight like you did last night. Yeah. Hey, D-Max Marshall made it on time. You believe that? Oh, Lord. Bruno, how about you? Wish I could read Peru. Look at that. Lee, I think I love your videos and what we're talking about. Thanks, buddy. How about you, Ancient Dragon? Good to see you. Hey, Gordon. Thanks for coming in. -9. Zane, I guess that's Celsius. Yeah, I guess. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit, Zane? Anyway, yeah, you ran a little over. I'd say, Chip, Nicole. So, hey, Brad. We caught top 3. Were you at the class? Yeah, we are, Brad. I've been texting with him. We're going to do a collaboration. And so the class is actually on Saturday. We're going to stay till Sunday and do a video Sunday together. So if you watch Cotton Top 3, if you watch his channel at all, he kind of did a walk around of some old skidder equipment, some old logging equipment that he had, that his company used to own. Well, they've upgraded with newer equipment, and this stuff's been sitting out in the field. And so I sent him a text, and I was like, dude, man, we should do a Will It Start video on these old skidders. But the gentleman that owns them now said, nah, we'll just pass on that deal. But I mean, some people let you, some people don't. I don't get mad at that kind of stuff. Some people don't like you doing that. But I got to home to run in mode yet. Did you ever get that back home to run in mode yet? Not sure about that. I have to, let me see. Oh, I don't use Fahrenheit. Can't. Okay, so Michael, good to see you. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian, you can come over here and be my buddy, man. I know Jackie kind of disowned you, but you can come be my buddy. And I don't know if Jackie's in here or not, but oh Lord have mercy. It was a fun night last. What? Where was the fun last night? Oh, it was over at Hidden Oaks Homestead. Hidden Oaks Homestead's got a great homesteading channel. If you're into animal, barnyard animals, livestock, stuff like that, they got a great channel. We really enjoy watching their videos. Hidden Oaks Homestead. There's Jackie. Jackie, we was just talking about you. I told Brian he could be my buddy since you've disowned him. Oh Lord. Chip Hughes, he loves that Hidden Oaks Homestead channel. He's a big fan for sure. So there was something there. Where was that comment? Let me go read this comment over here. Let's see. Oh, Paul. Hey, Paul. I knew I missed saying hello to you. Welcome. Let's see. Going to put a bit. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Gerald Farm Grade. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys were just over there, that's for sure. But there was something that, I know what I was going to tell you guys. I filmed a video Friday. Today's Sunday, right? Yeah, I went to church this morning. So I filmed a video Friday that's coming out. It's probably about the second week of November, somewhere around in there. Because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I got videos already scheduled out till, I think, 13 or 14 November. So I'm 2 or 3 weeks ahead. Well, actually, it's more than that, right? No, I'm 3 weeks ahead. And well, anyway, I filmed one Friday. It's a great video. Andrew, welcome. How about you, buddy? Anyway, it's a follow-up video on something that we've already done in the past that's done really successful for us. And it's a killer video. It's a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun making it. And you're talking about when we filmed this video Friday, it went from exciting to bummed out to dangerous to the weather went from sunny to anyway. I don't want to ruin it for you, but man, I'm telling you, it's a really, really cool video. I'm going to go and fall asleep. Timothy, be careful, buddy. Don't fall asleep with your laptop in your lap there. Hope you're not driving, by the way. But take care. Thanks for stopping in. But anyway, hey, is everybody starting to open up a little bit? Everybody's starting to open up from this coronavirus. I know down here in Florida, they've opened up the restaurants to 100%. So no, Big Red, it's not about that backhoe. But oddly enough, I may try to work on that a little bit. I don't know. That thing's been the thorn in my side. I can't stand it, to be honest with you. But I do think that maybe if we actually got it onto got it back close to the shop, they might be able to work on it a little bit more. But that's a different story. We are at half and less in some areas. Oh, okay, Tab. Yeah. I had to get a Kenworth semi and it did not want to start. Oh, KWs, man, they're good though. I like KWs. I drove a lot of KWs from 91 to 95. Here in upstate, we just opened up. My job never stopped. I drive concrete truck. Okay, good, Tony. Hey, Larry. Good to see you. Can you do more will it start videos? Yeah, Lee, we're going to have some out. Like I say, I got another one coming out the second week of November, I think, somewhere around in there. And then, and we'll keep finding them. And then next year, and I mentioned this on the live last week. You may or may not have been here, but we're in January after the new year. I'm going to start something new on the channel. It's going to still be in the same vein, but it's going to be a little twist to it. All right. And so you're really, really going to like what I do. And I think it's going to be really, really popular. Michael says, what happened to the military truck? We never could need a fuel pump. And so since it wasn't mine and I was helping the guy try to sell it, he chose, or maybe he'll put a fuel pump on it. Maybe he won't. I don't know. But he had it up for sale knowing that it was, had some problems. But that's the only thing wrong with it is it needed a fuel pump. So he decided to, or if he decides to get a new fuel pump for it and try to sell it again, that's on him. When you buy a dozer, it's funny you should say that, Eric, because I had that long discussion with my wife today about I want to buy a bulldozer, and I actually started thinking about what all the projects I have to do at the house on the property, and how much does it cost to rent one versus how much it costs to buy one. Because I can get raised critters, will it grow? Oh, I tried a will it work series a while, and that didn't do too good. So, oh, Greenville, South Carolina. But anyway, I can't even remember what I was talking about now. But oh, the bulldozer. Yeah, so I was going to rent one. How much does it cost to rent one for a month? I could probably rent one for a month. I don't know what, three to $5,000. Is that how much it would cost? How much does it cost to rent a bulldozer for a month? I could get a lot of videos done with it, and that would pay for it for sure. Tony Jones, I'm in Florence, South Carolina. Funny story about Florence, South Carolina. Me, my dad, and my brother went to Florence, South Carolina one time to what did we do down there? Golly, this is probably 1985. That was a long time ago. I was 15 years old. So that might be the last time I ever been to Florence. So North Star says, "Hey, Hank, yeah, keep up the will it starts and check out my link about 2 does. It's more fun than renting." I don't care those negative comments. I could care less about those. If you're going to be on YouTube, you have to have thick skin. I don't. So I usually let those comments fly unless they have unless they're like racist or bullying or just out and out, just some 4-letter words that I don't want kids to read. Then I delete them. But if they are just like, "Hey, you're an idiot," I mean, whatever. I could care less about that kind of stuff. So, 1970 cab over. Oh, BJ and the Bear type. Is a double sleeper there, Zane? I got married in 1985. I was 15. So I guess I could have got married. No, I don't know. How old you got to be to get married? 18, maybe? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's see. Have you gotten snow yet, Larry? Up there? I know that our friends in Minnesota got some snow. And so I don't know about you guys up in Michigan. Did I see the Naked Gardeners come in? How about you? Hey, there he is, Sydney. I'm sorry I missed you there coming in there, Sydney. Good to see you, buddy. So, Narrowway Farm, how about you? So, no snow in Lower Michigan yet. Okay, all right. So, yeah, I got 10 inches this week. Whoo, good night. The old freight shaker. Yeah, so I drove a freight shaker Friday. If that tells you anything. Ooh, give me a little hint. 23 Family Lyrics says hi from South Carolina. So there's a lot of South Kakalaki people in here tonight. You know, I'm originally from North Carolina, and we were pretty close to the South Carolina border. I'm originally from Gastonia, North Carolina, which is funny because President Trump just held a rally in Gastonia, North Carolina, and that may have been the first time a president has ever been to my hometown. But man, Gastonia ain't like when I grew up. I left there in '91 when I joined the military, and oh, that's right, I did see that, Larry. We're gonna probably get snow. I know, man. Holy cow! Yeah, Nicole, I hear you. So I'm assuming that's Nicole since I saw Chip earlier. But my cousin has a 2003 Fairlight Classic. Just had the motor rebuilt, 10 grand. Woo. Near Charlotte. Yeah, Patty. That's like I say. I'm from. So I was born and raised in Gastonia. Outside of Charlotte, but now my mom and my siblings all live in and around Charlotte as well. Still have a lot of friends there. So Ontario's getting hammered by snow. Ancient Dragon says, "Golly, man." So here's a funny story, right? Okay, this is a pretty funny story. So me and my wife, we took our grandbabies and our daughter. I think our daughter was with us too. We took our granddaughters and our daughter up to North Carolina to visit our family, my side of the family. And so we looked on the radar, and they was like, "Hey, it's going to snow about an hour west of here. And so my granddaughters are from Florida and they've never seen snow before. They were probably 10 years old, maybe 11 years, maybe 10 years old. And so we said, we'll get in the car and we'll go and we'll chase the radar and we'll chase the snow, right? And so we finally see the snow and we see it coming down flurries in the mountains of North Carolina, and we're like, all right, it's snowing, let's snow, and let's pick out a good spot to park and let these girls play in the snow, right? So anyway, so we find this visitor center as they go into like the county or the mountains or wherever, this visitor center. And so it's like, there's no one out here because it's snowing. So we'll park in this visitor center and let the girls run around. So they go out and they make their snow angels and all this stuff because it's this big wide open field. It's probably, I don't know, probably a quarter acre or whatever, and there's no trees, no park benches, no nothing, right? And they're out there making snow angels and all this stuff, and they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we get back into the car, and we had parked right beside a sign that said "Pet Relief Area." So here's my granddaughters making snow angels where all the dogs relieve themselves. Oh man, my goodness gracious, that was no Jamaicans. Hey Jamaica, how about you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Yellow snow, dude. We laughed so hard because we were like, why didn't we see that when we pulled up? So that was so funny. Probably more brown snow angels. Look, so we did the whole, oh my God, turn around, let's look at your backs. We looked at their backs and all this stuff. So we think we did all right. So that made me, oh my goodness. Oh man, that'll be a memory that we have the rest of our lives. So yeah, that's right. D-Max says, what size dozer you wanting to rent? Hey, I'm thinking it probably a 550. I'm thinking a 550 would do everything I need to do. I think a 450 might do it, but it might be a little. It might be. I have some places where a 550 would probably work better. 650 is probably too big. Something you'll never pet litter. Yeah, that's right, Mark. But it was quite comical. So I'm sure we gave them ice cream or something to kind of make them think about something different. How did they react? They was like, I can't believe we did that. And I was like, well, I can't believe we suck as grandparents. Oh my goodness, it was so funny. Yeah. So, but that's one we won't ever forget. I'm behind the videos. Did you get the old tractor running? No, my Oliver tractor. We're still working on it. We got a couple. Mechanic Mike says hello. We got a couple videos coming out on it. When will you do another start video? There's one coming out in November. So you can't. Will it start videos are hard to find. We've said that 1,000 times, and if you can do one a month, you're doing good. Okay. Yes, thanks, North Star Prepsteader. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, the last one I saw was working on carb. So we got the carbon. Then let's see. I think there's a next one. The next one's coming out. Let me see. I'll tell you when the next Oliver video is coming out. Like I mentioned earlier, I got videos loaded out until middle of November. So let me see when the next Oliver video is coming out. 6 November. That's when it's coming out. So if you look at 6 November, you'll see my next Oliver coming out. So I did something. Aiden says hello. How about you, Aiden? Trump or Biden? I don't talk politics. I don't touch any hot topic buttons on my channel. Hi from Portugal. He says everyone smash the thumbs button. Oliver says you are a slacker just because I'm releasing the videos late. We work on it a lot. We just got to get the videos out. Oh, I really like your pages. We'll start page. I like page. Christian page. Oh, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. So I work with ordered rate using your promo. He said thanks. He's not a YouTuber. I work with a guy that ordered a rake from Homestead using your promo. He said thanks. He's not a YouTuber. Oh, okay, cool, Ted. Thanks. I'm telling you, Homestead Implements, man. I've been so happy with them. just first of all, I'm happy with the company as like the people. Developed really good friendships with a lot of the guys that work for Homestead, and then the quality of implements that they make. And they wanted to release them pre-COVID, right? They wanted to release them about the February, March, April time frame, somewhere around there. I can't remember, but then COVID hit, and they've had to, they had to Rolex that. Now, any Air Force guys in here, they had to push that back to uh, I don't know when we came out, August, maybe July, August. They started to release them. Keep on trucking. Take care, buddy. But we were very, very happy with the quality of the builds of the products. We tested a lot of their prototypes, and just how much attention to detail they put on them. I was very happy with them, or I am very happy with them, I should say. Sunbelt 65 for 4 weeks, $6,500. He said 550J for 4 weeks. Ooh, that's a little. You guys are gonna have to watch more videos. I need some more super chats. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Tony's a Navy veteran. Good. Sunbelt ran $6,500. Hank, did you put a mask on Oliver so she doesn't? Nah. I bet I ain't worn a mask twice since this whole thing broke out. Hey, John, good to see you. How you faring down there? Man, I tell you, you got to pray for people like John, dude. They're in the path of another hurricane that's going to potentially another hurricane to come up through their hometown. And I'm like, golly, man, I just feel so bad for those guys. 2020 has been crazy, what I'm saying. I mean, it's just been nuts. So, but yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy year, especially with, how many down here in the Gulf of Mexico? I mean, they're already through Zeta, like the Greek alphabet. What do they do after that? Does anyone know what they do for hurricanes after they run through the Greek alphabet? So, yeah, 2020 sucks completely. Yeah, I hear you. Alaska required in Minnesota to enter buildings. Not been our year. Yeah, John, I hear you. One for the record book. Yeah, Zane's got D7. Yeah, they use emojis. Paul. Oh yeah, it'd be that poop, that turd emoji is what they'll use. So yep. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Take care. They go to the American. So let's see. All right, let's hide this user. Oh, sorry. All right. So doesn't Tommy have 4 for me? You can borrow it there too. See what it thinks it's too small. Yeah, so we talked about that. D-Max, he's got a 450J, and it's got right now. He can't drive it about an hour and a half, and it starts to get hot. So they go in the radiator's going bad on him. Thanks, Kenneth. We appreciate that. And then another problem would be getting it to the house because I don't have a trailer that. Yeah, I got you, D-Max. And you told me, yeah, I know. Start using those emojis for sure. You told me your name one time, and I can't remember it. And if you care to tell me your name again, that's fine. If not, I totally get that too. Let's see, hurricane smiley face. Yeah, let's see. Never. Oh, so. The underlying health, 14-year-old son was diagnosed all leukemia remission. Now has to be a moment. My goodness, Tony. Yeah, I mean, so Gina had it. Gina had it for 17 days, and then, but we were lucky that was the only one that she got some like flu-like symptoms, like they say. But but we've had friends that were, got them. You got to take that stuff serious for sure. I just choose not to be around people. It's funny because as a YouTuber, you would think that most YouTubers are extroverts or whatever, but I hate going to Walmart. I hate going to big stores and all that stuff. So I would just rather kind of hang out. Now don't get me wrong, I do like the farm show, and I do like those trade show type things. I like going to that stuff and seeing all the new stuff. But the crowds, I ain't all about crowds. Used to be into crowds a lot, but as I've gotten older, I'd rather just be here on the property. Marshall says, how big are those deer back there? Those are walkers, as in you'd let them walk if you saw them come by your face. Oh man. So no, They're not big at all, but they represent stuff. Like maybe that's Gina's first. Maybe that's Gina's first one, my first one. I can't remember. So that we've had them up there forever. Yeah, just order everything online now. But we're lucky. We're lucky in our place where I see somebody on the steps. I see shadows on the wall on the steps out there. So, what are you doing, girl? Got one of my grandbabies coming up here, making crazy shadow dancing. Oh Lord. But no, we're lucky to live in a town that's so super small. Hey, Sydney from East Texas. That if I go into a Dollar General, I might not see three people. So I don't need to put a mask on. So Zane, Hank likes to sit on the couch and have a beer. Zane, I said this in a video a couple of videos back. I've never tasted alcohol. Never drank a beer, never tried a wine, liquor, nothing like that. Crazy, huh? So, but yeah, never tried alcohol. Timothy, a lot of Michigan people here. A lot of folks from the Carolinas and from Michigan. Need a neighbor, Paul says. Yeah. Yeah, hey, listen, you need to come down here. We got low property taxes. And so it's always good at the end of the tax year. Marshall says, what side by side would you buy? Listen, I want one. I want a side by side. I don't know. What do you think, Marshall? What would be a good one? But I need one, like a Ranger or some Polaris Ranger or something. But so this is my thing. So there you go, Ron. Yeah, somebody. I'm not a beer drinking either. Mark says, yeah. I mean, I don't get. If you drink a beer, you drink a beer. I could care less, but I just personally don't do it. So yes, Paul says side by side sponsor. Anybody knows a good sponsor out there for a side by side? I'd love to get one. But that's what I'm talking about this weekend. We're fortunate to live in a small town. Yeah, that's right. My name's Trevor. All right there. Yeah. Oh, Trevor. Okay, I got you now. Okay, sorry. I'm putting two and two together. Yes, we talked. Sorry about that. Yeah, I should have got that. Sorry about that. Kentucky, welcome. How about you? So I would like to have a side by side. I would like to have it given to me to do videos with on the channel. So because if I have to buy it, that means I can't buy a bulldozer or buy a. So here's the thing. Here's what I want to do on the channel. Right, I want to add a bulldozer. I want to add an excavator, and I want to add a skid steer because I think that if I got those three pieces of equipment, that makes some pretty cool videos here. Yeah, I need a side by side. I do, Mike. I sure do. So the Rangers are nice. Lawson Farm says. Yeah, like I said, but I'd like to have one that seats, I guess, 6, 3 in the front, 3 in the back, because you saw one of my granddaughters come up. So our two granddaughters spend a lot of time with us. And so it would be really, really cool to have a side by side where we can just pluck down through the woods and go at it. But are you going to start doing side jobs with heavy equipment? No, I'm not good. I don't know. Eric, I would probably pay someone to, I would have to pay them. Because I'm not. My excavator experience is less than an hour, so I'd like to tear up my own stuff before I went to somebody else's house. So let's see if you want to try it. Let you try it. Mine seats 6-seater. Yeah, like I say, I've driven. We've had a side by side. Gina, can you hear me? What was that side by side we had? Was it a Yamaha? It was a green one. She says I had one. And we traded it for a 4-wheeler, and we rode that 4-wheeler 5 years probably. And so then I was like, dang man, we should have kept that side by side. Yeah, 310. No, Sydney, we didn't get 310 backhoe running. So, but yeah, you got that Defender. Those are nice. And like I did a Mahindra Retriever, I think is the one that they have. I did a review on that because my brother-in-law had one out at his place for a long time, and I drove that around quite a bit. I mean, they're handy, super handy, and I'd love to have one. We got a golf cart, so I'm a cat mechanic, so I say the new cat side by side. I'll talk to the sales rep, see what he says. Okay, Marshall, hook us up. I'll give you a shout out in a video. So speaking of our channel. Man, I really think we're going to hit 100,000 this year. Wouldn't that be crazy? So we've got November 18th will be our second year. That's our 2-year anniversary on YouTube. Will be November 18th. So I think we're going to be about 85,000, 84, 85,000 on our 2-year anniversary. But I think if we put out some killer content and yeah, Paul, that'd be nice. If we can get to 100,000 before the end of the year, that would be pretty doggone awesome. It'd be right at the 2-year mark and it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, you sure? But well, what is it? Yeah, we're blessed, man. I mean, I don't get to a lot of religion on the channel neither, but as a Christian, we just think God has blessed us beyond what we ever deserve. So, but yeah, if we can get to 100,000 before the end of the year, that would be awesome. Just and it's arbitrary. I mean, it's just a goal. Like everybody sets goals, right? So that would be pretty cool. Uh, 2 years. What did you do today? Marshall wants to. This morning we went to church, and then after church we went to get some potting soil from the Home Depot because our local place was closed on Sunday, and then because Gina needed to fix some flowers out there, and then I went. Did you guys? We own a Big Bud. Oh, that's the world's biggest tractor, right? Then we went and got. Did y'all see that video I posted a couple days ago called I rented a hydraulic dump trailer for $1, and it was Brandl's. It was Brandl's dump trailer. Well, he let me borrow it today again. And so tomorrow we're going to go pick up a big load of compost and bring it back. Because y'all don't know if y'all knew this, but we're flower farmers. And so we're getting our spring beds ready for the flowers that we're going to sell in the spring. Eric says he went to explore the abandoned hospital today. Yeah, your videos have been nuts, Eric, with the abandoned property stuff. I replaced a track on the D10 in mine down here in Florida. Yeah, and in mine down here in Florida. Yeah. Okay, Aiden, take care, buddy. Take care. If you get a dozer or an excavator, I'll have to show you how to run. Come on, Mike, let's do it. So Tony says he cooked all day, and that's funny you should say that, Tony, because the guy on my screen, Uncle Mike is the comment above yours. So if you look at Uncle Mike, he does videos where he works on vehicles, old trucks. He's got like an old classic C60 Chevrolet, and then mixes in a grilling steak video type stuff. So he's new to YouTube, and he's starting out like a cars and grilling and cars type channel. It's going to be pretty awesome once he gets established. Do you have an Instagram page? Yeah, Tony, we got Hamiltonville Farm, and we got Hamiltonville Farm Life. And that reminds me, I'm gonna put this in the comments. Barns, Farms, and Tractors. Any YouTubers out there that want to share their videos or want to post pictures of their stuff or whatever, if you're on Facebook, I know a lot of you ain't on Facebook, but if you are and you want to post and share your videos, go to Barns, Farms, and Tractors. Join that group. That's the group that I created. Because a lot of groups don't let you post videos. You can post videos. You can post 10 a day if you want to. I could care less. But it's a really cool place where you go join, post your videos. You may or may not get some traffic from them. I don't know. It all depends, right? So Super does it a little more complicated. You're watching both sides of the blade, just front. Yeah. So I mean, I love the heavy equipment stuff, and like I say, I was a truck driver for 5. I drove trucks for close to 5 years. And so I mean, but that's not heavy equipment, right? That's a truck driver. And so but I love the heavy equipment stuff. Oh, thanks, Eric. I appreciate that. Tim wants to know how many acres. We got 75 out here. Sydney, I'm going to go see Cotton Top this weekend. I'm going to his tree felling class. So that's going to be fun. So we're going to do another collaboration video together, me and Cotton Top. Cotton Top's a really, really good dude. You and Tractor Time with Tim need to do a video together. That's a great idea, Marcus. I talk to Tim a lot. He's a pretty good buddy of mine. So we will eventually. So you and Tractor Time with Tim. Yeah. Like I say, Cotton Top is a really, really good dude, like in real life. Like we talk often, me and him. And or I should say regularly. I don't know, maybe once a month or so we talk, but He's just a class act. I really like him a lot. Same thing with Tim Marks over at Tractor Time with Tim. Just I mean, the friendships you make via YouTube is pretty awesome. You get to meet a lot of people that you would never. I mean, like YouTube's opened doors for us that we would never have thought that would do. Yeah, a Ritter Bit would do a collaboration video. It does sound like a fun idea. You know, we get people like you and Tim and some others in a video. I think it would do pretty well. So maybe we can make that work in the future. I was raised on 180 acres. I like that. So there's a 30-acre plot that butts up to my acreage, and me and Gina have been talking a lot about seeing that if they'll sell it to us, and kind of put us over the 100-acre mark. But I don't know. Sometimes you actually have to have money to buy stuff. You believe that? That is incredible. We're able to meet in the National Farm Show. Yeah, it is incredible, Mark. It was good to meet you there. His tractor brand to meet up with. Oh, yeah, he might not let me bring a red tractor, mightn't he? If you get an excavator or skid steer, just one I could afford pre-computer, Trevor. Yeah, Tim is a good dude. It was if you was to get an excavator skid, like I say, it would be something that I could afford. I have no brand loyalty on any of that stuff because I know nothing about them. So if I saw one on Facebook Marketplace or something that I could afford that was pre-computer and the undercarriage was good. I mean, like I know enough about machinery to be able to look at one and see if it's, you know, worth driving around or if it's worth fixing if they're selling it for a particular reason or whatever. So that's not the problem. It's the actual execution of the controls and stuff that I would have to learn because I just don't know. I have no experience at it. If it ain't rigged, keep it in the shed. That's what I'm talking about, Ashton. How about you? That's going to be a lot of hours on. Yeah, and does hours matter? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not sure. I requested to be in the Facebook group. Yeah, I'll go back, Zach, after we go here, after we get off this live stream, I'll go to Facebook and accept everybody that goes into the group. It helps to have the Hamiltonville Farm master mechanic. Brandel is a cool cat now. Let me tell you something. That dude knows what he's doing. And it's funny because when we make these, so y'all don't, editing takes out a lot of stuff, but a lot of times we leave stuff in there, like the obvious stuff that is wrong. We'll leave it in there just to see what kind of comments we can get. It's kind of funny, actually. We do a lot of that stuff just to make some of the real graybeards, I guess, kind of like, well, I can't believe you didn't know that this was the widget maker or whatever. Well, we did. We just thought it would be funny to leave it in there. So I run heavy equipment every day, just have enough tools and patience. They all break down. This is a true statement. James Blackburn says, how about you? How about you, James? Thanks for stopping in. But anyway, so yeah, you talk about that, Mike, mechanic Mike. It says, or I'm sorry, Sydney says that he's runs heavy equipment every day. That video that we filmed Friday, now it's going to, like I say, it's not coming out until middle of November, so you'll have to wait on it. But you'll come back to that statement, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I drive a truck, and I'm an automotive. Gina, I drive a truck, and I'm an automotive and diesel mechanic. Yeah, thanks for the support. Oh yeah, Mike's good people, man. Tony's Tractor Adventure. Hey, brother, listen. Eric, I don't know if Eric is still on here. Can you ban Tony's Tractor Adventure? Can you? Oh man. Yeah, no worries, Tony. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. 5,000 hours depends on the condition though. Yeah, that's right. 3,000. Yeah. I got 96. You can do. Will it start with? Yeah. Is that a diesel? Oh well, Andy. I don't know if y'all follow this dude. I've been following this dude, big old fat guy out of Kentucky or maybe he's in Kansas. Champaign, Wesley something. But he put a Cummins in a Mustang, called it a smokestang or whatever. That dude, man, he puts together some crazy stuff. I don't know, what I'm talking about, but he makes some good videos about Weston Chaplin. That's him, Weston Chaplin. Marshall Quinn says Weston Chaplin. That dude put a daggum 12 valve Cummins in a Mustang. That thing is sick, man. So, but he makes some pretty good. Yeah, someone put a. I'll have to look at that one, Tony. See, I had a 19. Listen to this, guys. I had when I was 17, 18 years old. I had a 1967 Chevelle Super Sport, right? Beautiful, beautiful car. I mean, it was just just a massive hot rod muscle car, right? But it was primer, right? And so I took it to a body shop and I said, "Hey, how much you paid to paint this 1967 Chevelle I got?" Because 67 Chevelles had the taillights that actually wrapped around the back fenders, if you remember that. The 66 had the taillights that went out to the ends and stopped. The 67s had the ones on the thing. Well, if you get done at Camo Dreams, haven't been working on with no success so far. Okay, Camo Dreams in the house. That's a great organization to support. But anyway, I said, how much you charge me to paint this 1967 Chevelle that I love so much? And they said, I don't know, $400, $500, whatever it was, right? This is in the 80s. Again, I was a teenager. I said, okay, cool. I'll save my grass cutting money and I'll come back and I remember that thing it probably had $5,000 worth of chrome on that engine, man. I mean, I had the braided lines and the braided hoses and the chrome valve covers and breathers and master cylinder cover, everything. You could shave off that stuff inside the engine compartment. So I pulled out of the body shop, crossing 4 lanes of highway, and bam, I got T-boned, right? I didn't see a car. I didn't see the car. It was totally 100% my fault. And I wanted to cry. I did cry. I cried because I was hurt. But I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, that was my dream car. And I personally believe, I really believe that if I still had that thing, I mean, like I would still have it today if I never had wrecked it. So yeah, but luckily no one was hurt in the accident. But I mean, I got T-boned. They were doing 60 miles an hour and hit me. I was doing like 4 miles an hour. Basically, when I left the stop sign, I looked left and right, but I didn't see them. And then when I went to go, I got T-boned. Let's see, is that the only accident I've had involving another vehicle? Might have been. So where's the old Ford? My Power Stroke has been long gone at an auction somewhere. That thing was a piece of garbage. I hated that truck. So yeah, I guess your paint. That's what I said, Sydney, when I laughed. I said, "You reckon I'll take it back to body shop? Reckon they'll still give me $400 for the paint job?" So Tony, why didn't you save the motor? So I'm pretty sure it cracked the motor. I mean, it was so when it had bucket seats in the front, and when I got hit, I landed in the seat of the passenger that was with me. I landed in his lap, and everything it folded up like a taco. It was crazy, and yeah, now people have robots in my dad's Canadian Armed Forces. Somebody said they wanted to be in the U.S. Army a while ago. I think I read that comment. So, but as an Air Force veteran, we appreciate the service of all our veterans. So it was good to see it is good to see Camo Dreams in here. I'm a big fan of Camo Dreams. If it wasn't for Camo Dreams, we wouldn't have the Oliver sitting in there. But Camo Dreams, they just have that. It's the epitome of what nonprofit organizations should be. Nonprofit organizations should be, one, nonprofit, and two, they should do good for people. And so, for Camo Dreams, they take terminally ill, most of the time, terminally ill kids, and they take them on dream hunts or dream and fishing trips or outdoor adventures, and it's no cost for the family. So they take them, the transportation, the hunt, the meat, the taxidermy, all that's provided for the child that, for the young person that they're confined to a wheelchair. They can't, all kind of medical conditions that don't allow them to have a normal life. This dude, man, I'm a big fan. Did you know who Gina was back then? No, me and Gina didn't start dating until we was old. Yeah, Lee. I did. Lee wants to be in the Army. Yeah, Lee. That's good, man. That's a good. That's a noble thing to do. So, yeah. Was it a 4SD? 6.4 Super Duty. I'm guessing you're thinking, Sydney. Oh, was it a 4-speed? No, it was. What kind of shifter did I have on there? Thrust. I can't remember like the power shifter thing I had in the floor, but I had it all. I had it all. What I thought, for a 17-year-old, because back in high school, I took automotive mechanics, in our high school years, 10th, 11th, 12th grades. First year, then the first semester of college, I took auto mechanics, and so we done a lot of work on that car as a group project in the high school class. What did I miss? Just stopping by, Ryan. Okay, I'll start from the beginning. I was a young child. Ryan, thanks for popping in, buddy. You didn't miss much. So Marshall says World War II bomber pilot. There you go. Hurst. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks, James. Hurst shifter, not thrust. I don't know. I was close. I got the lettering. That was it. Hurst. But anyway, but yeah, dude, I'm telling you, we had and then when I had that muscle car, I wrecked it. Totally my fault, like I said. And then I ended up getting. Y'all remember Datsun 280ZX? Oh, I was high speed back then, boy. I got me a Datsun 280ZX, a little sports car. Shoot, man. We had this little four-lane highway that we would cruise on. Man, I was the man in with my little 280ZX. Had T-tops on it. Shoot, I was somebody. Let me tell you. You didn't believe me? Just ask me. I'll tell you. Do you think you'll ever need a bigger gooseneck? Nah, probably not, because my truck won't pull. My truck pulls 14.4. My gooseneck is 12.2, so that's probably good enough. I got my girlfriend's. I thought you said I got a lot of girlfriends. I got my girlfriend's grandpa's 70 Chevelle with a regular 4-speed, man. Yeah. 70, did they have more of a humpback, kind of a rounded back end on the 70s, if I'm not mistaken? 350Z with the T-tops. Yeah, 350s. Hey, when the 350s came out, like I was like, man, daggum. I thought my 280 was cool. That 350, man, that was cool. And so, but now, now those, I look at them, I just kind of laugh, because I think they started out with like 240s. Marshall, take care, buddy. Thanks for popping in. We got about 13 more minutes before we go, because it's getting late here too. Should have taken you for a ride in my CTS-V before I traded it. Yeah. Those CTSs ain't no joke now. So we had, when me and Gina first got married, I bought her a Mercedes SLK 320 compressor, and basically it was an engine and two seats. That's all it was. That thing was, you talking about handled good. And then my buddy, I got a really good friend that had a BMW M3 or whatever, and then he traded it for a Porsche. I think it was a 911, if I'm not mistaken. But dude, fastest I've been in vehicles with this guy, and we did a very fast speed. Well, it was controlled environment with all the safety regulations. Oh, I saw the new CTS 350. I think 4-door. That thing is nasty. Have y'all seen? Listen, have y'all seen the new Hummer? That Hummer EV or whatever? That thing right there is sick, man. One of these days I'm gonna be a mechanic. I've been training for 31 years. Yeah, same thing, Mike. I'm a pull off and replace type guy. Can I diagnose some of the common issues? Probably, but after that, so hold on a second. Gina, my dog needs to go pee. But anyway, but that Hummer EV, man, that thing, if you watch that little 2-4 minute video ad that they got on that thing, it is insane. Yeah. Let's see. Am I still going? Let's see here. I haven't seen. Let's see. Am I still on, people? Let me see here. If you can hear me, type in yes or no here. The specs of the Hummer. Okay, I'll pull it apart. Looked like I was froze up here for a second. One of these days I'm gonna be a mechanic. Okay, cool. Thanks. Sorry about that. The specs of the Hummer EV is impressive, but I can't get over the range. Yeah, same thing, Travis. Yes or no here. Okay. So the Hummer, the same thing with the Teslas. I've rode in a few Teslas in my day, and they're really, really cool vehicles. But man, I mean, I live out in the boonies, man. I'd have to charge every time I'd go to town. So It's crazy. I can't, I'm the same way, Travis. You at 250 miles and you got to plug it in for half hour. I'm like, daggone, dude. So once they figure out the range on those vehicles, it's going to be crazy. So, but according to California, you don't have to be driving them anyway. that Listen, oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see. I own a hard to find Ford 9000 cab over. Yeah, like a day cab type thing, or a cab over. I bought my Mahindra after watching your video, Charles. Charles says he bought the Mahindra after watching you. Did you get a 4540? We switched to Branson. We really like those guys. GMC came out with the Humvee, and I hear they sold out. Oh, they've already sold out. Holy cow! Nice chat. Okay, take care, Mike. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Sydney. I've drove hundreds of Hummers. Uh, my first couple years was in the motor pool. That's where they put all the new guys that don't know what to do. So I know it's funny because my dad was a truck driver, and I went to my recruiter and I was like, I want to be a truck driver. And he was like, you can see his eyes light up like, I got this sucker. Oh man. Yeah, so I got a guaranteed job as a truck driver. And so I drove tractor trailers for the Air Force for a couple 4 years, and a couple, maybe up to 5, maybe 4 years, 91 to 95. So, and then I left the truck driving world and became a drill sergeant, and then got commissioned and became an officer. Okay, Tony, take care, buddy. Yeah, appreciate that. Keep me in your prayers. Like I say, it's just a goal. It's nothing significant. You do get a little plaque from YouTube, I think, at 100,000. But it's just a little goal for us. That's all. Country Caldwell says good night, or I don't know if you're telling Tony good night or you're telling us good night, but either way, good night. Bob Deuces, yeah. So I thought about, and let me say this. That's really quick, man. 75 to get 10,000. John, you're going. I thought that's fast. Uh, Let this on so you can get time. Yeah. Um, I'm good on time. I appreciate it though, Cypress. Thanks a lot for doing that. Yeah, you get the silver play button at 100,000, but I don't. I mean, I've always been a goal oriented person, and so just to make this will be like, all right, cool, I made this, and it just I'm still put my britches on one leg at a time, just like everybody else does. So it hasn't changed us at all. You're too nice to be a drill sergeant. I used to not be nice, Sydney. So funny story, Sydney. I was at my dad's funeral, and I was a drill sergeant at the time. And I've always had a baby face, right? So I know you think now I'm looking old like a gang member or something, but I've always had a baby face. I can't grow a big manly beard right here. I don't know why God didn't bless me with hair follicles on my chin, on my cheeks, but so I was at my dad's funeral, and so this guy out of nowhere walks up to me and he says, "So are you the drill sergeant?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I'm the drill sergeant." He goes, "Well, you don't look very mean to me." And I said, "Well, let's step out in the parking lot, and give me 5 minutes. I'll have your knees shaking and your eyes, tears coming out your eyes." And he just kind of walked off. I used to be real quick witted, and I used to be just a jerk, to be honest with you. But I was not a very nice person, because my thought was, if you came to boot camp and you graduated boot camp and you didn't have a miserable time, I did not do my job. So I wanted to make everybody miserable. So Liberty County, how about you, David? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. But I did, man. You talking about working some hours? Drill sergeants work some hours. I'm telling you, man. I mean, it was an 80-hour work week, easy, and it was nonstop. And you didn't get a lot of days off. It was nonstop. But I really, to shape those young men and women, to become leaders of our great nation, it was a pretty exciting job. I shot 1,000-pound moose today, Zane says. Holy cow, that'd feed a lot of families, man. I like elk meat. Some of my favorite meat is elk meat. Not sure if I've tried moose, maybe, but my neighbor went on an elk hunt and brought back some elk meat one time, and that was really, really cool. 1,000 pounds. I guess you have to quarter that up and pull it out with like a four-wheeler or something. Or do you just like hog tie it and lift it out with a helicopter? Do you miss the Air Force? Trevor says. Uh, no, I don't. Like I said, I did almost 26 years, and it was time for me to go. I miss, because I still have. You develop relationships in the military, that you just go the rest of your life. I'll have buddies that I met in the military. Like my best friend in the entire world is an Air Force buddy of mine. So, if you saw the video, of us doing some hurricane relief work down in Louisiana, and we cleaned up that widow's tree that fell in her yard, that was Nooner that was with me. That's my best friend in the entire world. We met in the military. And so the military is a wonderful experience. That's why I was glad to see Lee say he was going to join the military or wants to be in the U.S. Army. You'll make friends that will just go with you the rest of your life. So, I mean, can't 1,000-pound moose is not that bad. 1,000-pound moose? Hey, Hank, I got a question. I'll be using a 7 Mag for hunting this year. What gun to use? I use a 7mm08 sometimes, but I usually use a 30-06. That's my go-to gun. I got a 30-06 that don't even need. Let me tell you something. I got a Nikon Pro Staff scope on it, and I love that thing. I've dropped it. I beat it. I've got it wet. I've got it. I sling it around. I've sighted it in one time, and it's been dead on ever since I've sighted it. And so it's a Winchester 30-06, and I love it. And it's the kind where you flip the lever and the bottom, and the shells eject out the bottom. I mean, not expelled. It's a bolt action or whatever. But like if I want to get all the remaining shells out of it, I can get it off the bottom and they just fall out. I like that feature. Yeah, I was just giving you a hard time, Zane. I know you meant pound. Yeah, I love it. I love that gun. And so Gina bought me a 7mm08 for Christmas 5-6 years ago, and I like how light it is, and I like how it shoots. But man, my go-to gun is that one. It's heavy. It's awkward, but I love it. I need to sight in my AR-10. You got any room at your place? Not till after February. That's funny you should say it, Trevor, because we do a lot of shooting with groups at our church, and so we had a guy today at church ask me. He was like, "Hey man, can we come up there and shoot or whatever?" And I was like, "Well, we don't do no shooting until after February." And one person in Canada can shoot a moose, a deer, and an elk. Okay, yeah. So we started a tag system this year, kind of a virtual tag system this year in Florida. Or they started last year. I guess they're going to do the same thing again this year. Our archery season opened up yesterday, I think. But I got a crossbow. I've hunted crossbow. I've hunted compound bow. But I just, like my buddy Travis. You've seen Travis Hoyt name come through the comment section. He's a big bow hunter. I just can't get into it, man. I just don't like carrying a lot of stuff, So I've done it, but do you hunt gators there? Sydney, I have in the past. I caught a 13-foot gator. We thought, or maybe it was 11-foot. It's big, 600 something pounds. It was huge, man. And so I've done it. My father-in-law was a nuisance trapper for years, and so he would get calls to go get gator all the time, and I'd go with him on some of those. Dove shoot, yeah, we haven't been this year, but I think we went last year. I can't remember, but yeah, we try to go dove hunting. I like dove shooting. There's not a lot of moose in the USA. But a funny story about dove shooting is me and Gina went. I think it was last year. If it was not last year, it was year before last. Year before last. Gina's sitting there, and she's got on snake boots, and we're in this field. We're on this power lines, and waiting on. We're just doing a dove hunt or whatever, and we're sitting on buckets, and a lot of people walk or whatever. Yeah, no, you started out in snake boots because you took them off. Yeah, she got hot. She started with snake boots, and she got hot, and took them off, put her flip flops on, and a baby rattler crawled across your foot. And that thing curled up on her backpack. She had laid on the ground. She's like, shoot it. And I was like, I'm not shooting my backpack because that stank is on there. So we took a stick or I took the barrel of my gun and took it. Oh, yeah. She was like, that's it. I'm gone. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, let's see. What Travis said, I like archery because there's less people in the woods. And I like to watch deer and act with each other. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, I got buddies that don't do anything but archery hunt. And they love it. How do you hook up the forks on a bobcat? Same way, quick attach. Brother-in-law and father-in-law have a group about 6 people, and they shot 68 birds. Hey, listen, that's good eating too, man. But I got to go. Okay, Romel, take care, buddy. Take care. We'll see you. It has been an hour. I'm glad you said that. It has been an hour long. I want to respect your guys' time, and it's 9 o'clock here in Florida. So we'll cut my brain with a cup of coffee. Take it as a brand. Oh, yeah, snakes ain't no fun, man. But anyway, but listen, I want to respect your guys' time. Thanks for coming out. I'll drop another. If we do live again. The next time we go live again, I'll put it in the community post and I'll put it in the comments on my Facebook page. Hamiltonville Farm on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please go like our Hamiltonville Farm page. So. Anyway, we appreciate all you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting the channel. We appreciate it. It means the world to us. So take care. God bless you guys.